Hey guys, welcome to the White Van Podcast.
Take 3.
Take 3. It's the third time me trying to do the intro. I'm Gabriel.
I'm Jeremiah.
Welcome, guys. We're just leaving Walmart and heading back to town. So it's gonna be kind of dark in the video. Like right now, I don't think you guys can even see us.
They darker than us.
They're darker than us. So I sent you a video.
Yes, you did.
Did you see it?
I didn't actually see it.
Oh yeah, I knew because you responded so quickly.
I did.
And I hate when people do that. You send them like, I'll send my fiance an article, and she'll be like, "Oh, that's cute," or "That's cool," you know. And it's like you just read the headline. You didn't read anything. You know.
I was actually driving when you sent it to me.
Oh, were you?
Yeah,
okay.
that's why I didn't do it.
So in the video, it's just I guess it's some British, some UK British lady who's interviewing all this how knives. Wait, what was it? Knives being illegal in the UK.
Right.
Yeah, illegal knives.
In London, right? I don't know if it's all in UK, but it's at least in London.
Yeah. Well, here it says illegal knives are easy to buy online. And of course, it's illegal over there. But the knives they show you, or she pulls out, are the most ridiculous ones.
Butter knives.
No. No, that'd be funny. But the comments about it were hilarious. But no, so there's one knife where it was like, you know those like paracord bracelets?
Yeah.
So the clip to clip them together around your wrist was a knife. So you unclip it, and part of it was a knife.
Oh, that's cool.
It was cool, and it's good for survival. You know, so you have a knife and you have the paracord. You know,
Right.
so I mean that served a purpose. You know, for survival, or you know, if you're out trekking out somewhere and stuff. But she was freaking out, and that was the most stupidest part of the video. Was her freaking out and seeing her like reaction to these knives. It was too comical, and it was like, come on.
It's like Reverend Lovejoy's wife on The Simpsons.
Oh yes.
Will someone think of the children?
And then she started freaking out about like your knife.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she freaked out about that, and even like my knife that just flips open. She goes, I can't believe you can flip this open with one hand. And it's like, it's so overly dramatic. It was so stupid, but I can't believe knives are illegal in London.
That's why they lost the Revolutionary War.
Mm-hmm. And what's funny is all the comments on the video were, what about kitchen knives? I guess those aren't illegal, right? I'll just stab you with a fork.
Yeah. Let's hit you with a baseball bat.
Right? Like...
Put a nail through a baseball bat.
Ooh.
Or like on The Walking Dead.
Oh, a bunch of barbed wire around it.
Yeah. Shoot.
Pull a Negan off. Yeah, dude, that one. So do you got anything?
I don't know, did you? I was gonna send this to you, but I didn't think about Steven Crowder. He did this mock Epstein didn't kill himself thing where he was going to try to recreate the suicide. It was just like an Evel Knievel mockery. I was gonna send it to you, but I forgot.
Oh, dude, you should send it to me.
I'll find it and I'll send it.
Where are we at with that? I mean, are they still investigating that?
Well, I know that the guards are being charged for tampering with like evidence or making false reports or something like that.
Yeah, I believe it was false report.
But on a different note, you know, the impeachment
Yeah.
stuff. So they're actually going forward with charging starting an official criminal hearing in the House for impeachment.
Really?
And they are charging President Trump with the quid pro quo thing with Ukraine.
But didn't the thing come out where he didn't say that?
Well, he's released the transcript of the phone call, and the president of Ukraine has come out, right, and said that never happened. Like, there was never a quid pro quo. And what's crazy is, I mean, think about this. If it happened, the Ukraine president would be perfectly in the right to say, yeah, it happened, right? Because that would be good for him, right? Even if it didn't happen and the Ukraine president wanted to get Trump out of office, because then whoever came in would have to negotiate and it would be better for Ukraine. So to me, it's like, okay, this guy has nothing to gain by coming out and saying that Trump didn't, coerce him. So I just think it's ridiculous.
First it was the Russians, now it's Ukraine.
Yeah, the other Russians.
The other Russians.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff. And Kamala Harris just dropped out of the race.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah.
She was a nut.
She was a nut. You know how she came to power?
Oh.
By dating the governor of California.
Really?
Well, on the side.
Oh, you talking about the governor of California?
No, not that one.
Oh.
I think Jerry Brown. I think was that his name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nobody likes Jerry. Everybody likes the other governor.
Yeah.
The other true governor of California.
Yeah. But and then Bloomberg, he jumped in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the real big anti-gun guy.
Isn't he New York?
Yeah, New York mayor, I think. I don't know if he was the governor.
Governor or mayor?
Yeah, one of the two. But yeah,
he just jumped in.
He jumped in.
Wow.
Which is weird, right? Because they've had 4 debates or something like that already, or more. And he's just now jumping in.
It's a little late for that.
Yeah, it is.
Wasn't there somebody else that was going to run?
I don't know. Well, I know that the Jeff Bezos, I think his name is.
Jeff Bezos?
Bezos, the
Amazon?
Yeah, CEO of Amazon. He was talking about running.
For what? Democrat?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And because he was. Hey, stop coughing! I'm talking here.
My bad. Get me sick.
Because he was going to run as a moderate. More conservative than the front runners, and they just tore into him.
Really?
Yeah. Even before, he was I don't know if he announced or he was kind of kicking the idea around, and people just started destroying him, because he's not far enough left.
That's really sad to hear.
It is. It really is. Oh, did you hear? Did you catch Trump's troll of the media over Thanksgiving?
Oh, apparently he said he was going to go golfing.
Yeah,
and
he even
actually went.
sent out a motorcade to the golf course.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to Afghanistan instead.
Yeah, and served Thanksgiving dinner. I thought that was pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. But I just thought that he was so funny. He got people all upset that he's going golfing over Thanksgiving.
Why? What I don't understand is I think what he did was fantastic. But who cares if you went golfing? It's a holiday.
Right.
Why would it matter?
Yeah.
I mean, look what Obama did.
Yeah,
all the golfing trips, all the parties he had at the White House.
Yeah.
You know? What, he can't spend Thanksgiving at the golf course? No matter what this guy does, he can't even take a turn properly, apparently.
Yeah.
You know, without being yelled at.
That's like that saying, if Trump said he liked oxygen, the Democrats would hold their breath.
They literally would.
Yeah, I think that's funny. But, oh man, good stuff. Oh, so there's this YouTuber, it's called Warrior Poet Society. I think I've shared some of the stuff with you. But, he just did I think it was 4 episodes with, USCCA, right, the gun, insurance group. He just did a 4-episode thing about being prepared for like a home invasion, like getting your becoming aware of things. And the first one was one of them was gun, right? Like going to the range, learning about guns and everything like that. But the one that I was interested in was the actual home one. And they were talking about he went through their whole house, whole property and everything, and kind of got an idea of their property and how would someone come in and assault their house. And yeah, it's crazy. Like some of the stuff that I didn't think of years ago that I think of like now, even before that, like things like don't have your lights on at night and have your shades up, because that gives someone the ability to see everything in your house and you can't see them.
Right.
Like little things like that. And like you were saying earlier, we were talking about getting like a camera system.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I think you're getting me sick.
Probably am.
Oh, shoot. Oh, dude.
You can take my back pain.
No, it's okay. You can keep that one. I'm not that old yet.
What are you saying?
You're old. Oh, so have you seen The Madelorian yet?
No, I haven't. Have you?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Do you have Disney Plus?
No.
Are you gonna get Disney Plus?
I don't know. We thought about it.
Does that even interest you? Like
It does. See, I have a real problem with Star Wars right now.
But I heard The Mandalorian is like a completely different animal.
Yeah. And you know why? Because it's I think what's his name? He does the animated side of it. I can't I can't remember his name. But he was like the Padawan to Lucas.
Right.
Dave Filoni. That's his name, Dave Filoni. And so, from what I understand, he's kind of becoming like the TV guy.
Yeah.
Like overseeing that kind of stuff. I hear it's pretty good.
I hear they are doing a fantastic job. From the big Star Wars fans I've talked to, and who've hated the new Star Wars movies, they said this is like completely different. It's really good. I've been seeing a lot of memes though about friggin' Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
No, that's not Yoda.
Right. It better not be.
It better not be. That would make sense. Because Boba Fett. Because this is about Boba Fett, right?
Boba Fett isn't a Mandalorian.
Oh, it's about Jango.
No, they're not Mandalorians.
They're not?
No.
That Boba Fett was a Mandalorian.
No.
is he in Boba Fett armor?
Why is he in Boba Fett armor? Because he's Boba Fett. Why is he in Mandalorian armor is what you're asking.
Or, excuse me, Mandalorian armor.
I don't know. I don't know the reason why, but I know that he's not a Mandalorian.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait.
They just took their armor.
Wait, so you're telling me Boba Fett just killed the Mandalorian and took his armor?
I don't know.
So we think, spoiler then, Mandalorian's gonna die.
Not necessarily. This happens after Return of the Jedi.
Oh, so this takes place afterwards.
Yeah. Mandalorian takes place within that time frame between Return of the Jedi and
See, I didn't know this took place. I didn't know if this was before, like, when Jango Fett was going on, or if this was like when Boba Fett was starting to enter, like, appear. You know.
No, it's
or it's just. Wait. So who's the Mandalorian?
I don't know.
What is a Mandalorian? What's a Mandalorian?
The Mandalorian's a race.
Was it the clones?
No, the Mandalorian. So Mandalore is a planet, and within it you have factions of Mandalorians, and they're a warrior race.
Right.
And they actually fought against the Jedi at one point. They had the Mandalorian Jedi War, and that's where this blade, it's like a black saber blade, comes into effect. But they're, yeah.
Oh. So what were the races of the of Boba Fett? What race was he?
He's just a human.
Oh. I thought that, for some reason I thought he was a Mandalorian.
No. He just has their armor. Hey, it's not me. That's what Star Wars is.
That doesn't. Now I'm like, I want to watch it now. I just hate that the fact that's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I don't want to subscribe to a new thing just to watch it.
Right. It's like DC. You know, I wanted to get that, but it's like, oh man, I don't want to. I gotta get rid of my Hulu. Cause now it's like $10 a month or whatever it is. We got last year for Black Friday for $1.
Oh really?
Yeah, they did for $1 for a year.
They should just do a whole combined package.
Yeah, but Disney wants to destroy everything.
They're not gonna destroy everything.
They want to get rid of all the competition.
Yeah, like they're gonna do that.
They own Star Wars. They own Marvel. They own Fox.
They're getting there.
They're getting there. This is the beast of Revelation.
Disney? Walt Disney. That
Mickey's the beast.
You know how silly that would be?
That'd be,
Oh!
I got you now.
666! And you think it would probably be like big pharma company, you know? But nope, it's Disney. Goofy coming at you like the Grim Reaper.
Yeah. We thought it was Umbrella, but it's not. Those aren't ears, those are horns. Man.
How do you feel about Baby Yoda, though? I haven't seen it, but what's your first takes on it?
My first thought is, we gotta get those sweet, sweet clicks. You know, like, because, I mean, think about it, like, how do you grab nostalgia, right? And how do you grab that awe type of like response? You got Baby Yoda, you know, because you get people are like, because there's so many questions about Yoda's people and his backstory and all that, and so how can you get more information about that and throw Yoda, like a Baby Yoda, into it? You're gonna get people talking about it. So that was my first thought, and I don't know.
I've seen, he's like going around with the Madelorian, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just kind of silly. The Mandalorian is awesome, you know, figure, you know, really badass with all these guns and stuff. And Baby Yoda. You know, it's I don't know. I'm really interested in it, but I don't know. So does this take place like after 6?
Yeah, before 7.
And before 7.
Yeah. Well, it's like there, you know, Rise of Skywalker's coming out in a couple weeks, and I don't know, like I want to watch it because I want to finish. You know, I've come this far into the saga, and you know, at the same time, I don't want to do it because I want them to totally change course in how they do Star Wars. You know, from what they're doing right now in the movies. It's like, I liked Rebels. I thought it was done pretty well. I liked Rogue One from the most, you know, mostly. Unlike you, I didn't mind Force Awakens. But we both hated The Last Jedi. And then Resistance, the cartoon Resistance, they even take off. Like, it was like one season and then canceled.
Really?
Yeah. And so it's because people weren't watching. They're not, like, they have this focus on, and it's not good. Like, they're not telling good stories. And so you know, they're going back and they're doing a 7th season of Clone Wars, which a lot of people like that. You know, they're doing The Mandalorian, which, like you said, I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah.
And so, you know, stuff like that. But the things I've heard coming out of Rise of Skywalker aren't good. You know, like, they're trying to do these dumb jokes. I don't remember a lot of jokes in the original Star Wars.
There wasn't. I think you get like the quirky personality of 1 or 2 characters. That was it.
Yeah.
Like, you get like Han Solo's personality. You think it's kind of funny, you know?
Right.
But kind of maybe how like he snaps at like Luke sometimes with certain things.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty much it. But it really wasn't funny. You know, maybe Yoda's a few lines Yoda had.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
But I think I want to see it in theaters just to finish it out.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
It's like buying a fancy guillotine and chop my head off. And if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out in style. You know, and it's gonna be awful. But is it just me, or does the trailers give off too much?
I saw the opening trailer and the second one. It never captured me. You know, it never got me hyped up to see it. And they threw that Palpatine laugh in at the end, and it's like,
Did they end up saying if he was going to be in the movie or not?
oh, I don't.
Oh, we still don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't.
And they threw that in there, I think, just to draw in the crowd.
Yeah.
But he's really not going to be in there.
You know, I've always liked Star Wars, you know, for the most part. And when Disney bought Star Wars, that's when I really started, like, going into the lore and really getting into it, because I'm like, you know what, I want to know as much as I can, so that when I go and watch the new Star Wars, I know as much as I can. And so I didn't go into, like, the extended universe, because it's like, okay, they're not going to use that, or they might use bits and pieces, but it's all new canon, you know, moving forward. The movies and the Clone Wars, that's canon, so I, you know, watched all that and really started getting into it. I started following Jedi Council, right, which is it's on Collider, the YouTube channel Collider, and started following that. You know, got every single week, watched it, and it's like an hour show. You know, really liked it. And it's just, you know, it got you hyped for the next movie. And then Force Awakens came out, and, you know, everyone liked it on this council. And then they were hyping The Last Jedi, you know, and talking about all the different things and hyping Rian Johnson as the director. And it came out, I hated it. And I go to listen to the Jedi Council afterwards, and they completely what was it? They completely, like, caved to it being a great movie, you know, and they just basically, the argument was, if you don't like it, then you're not a true Star Wars fan. Like, that's the argument they gave. And as soon as they did that, I was done. You know, I just completely said, you know, fine. If that's the way you guys feel about it, then I'm not a true Star Wars fan. I'm not going to watch you guys.
Wow.
And months later, one of the guys on it, one of the you know, the main guys, he finally came out and said, yeah, it wasn't a good movie. I'm like, you are a piece of crap, because you guys all made fun of those people that didn't like it. You know, it really ticked me off. And then they started getting more and more into the social justice stuff. Like,
Really?
yeah, because I would stop in and, like, okay, because when he said that, right, I'm like, okay, I might want to go back and maybe he progressed, you know. And there were things like because Kathleen Kennedy, who's the head of Lucasfilm, she was putting forth the Force is female, you know, really this feminist type of ideology. And so they did a female, all-female Jedi Council, and it sucked. Like, I'm not saying it's because they're all women, but instead of, like, really, their personalities weren't good, they weren't good hosts, they relied on being women instead of being, like, good presenters. You know, and I don't know where I'm going with any of this, but it just really ticks me off the way Star Wars is going.
Well, as soon as Disney bought it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was so hyped for it. That's why I was getting it. So hyped for it, and then it's like,
Are you hyped for this, though?
no,
The end of it?
no. Like, not at all.
I think I'm just excited to see it, just to see what direction they're trying to end this in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, how do you recover from the crapshoot of the...
That's what I'm like. I'm interested in just saying, how are they going to save themselves?
It's like...
And how are they going to, like... How bad is this film going to be? Like, that's what I'm going into this film.
Like, I picture it like this. Like, J.J. Abrams, he's standing, like, in this pit, and he's like, okay, Ryan Johnson, what are you going to give me? And Ryan Johnson's on the toilet. And that's actually where J.J. Abrams is actually in a sewer. He doesn't even realize it. Because Ryan Johnson, the director of Last Jedi, is sitting on the toilet and he's pooping out. And that's what J.J. Abrams has to work with. It's just crap. Yeah, you know what? This is what I think is going to happen. This has no basis in any reality except my mind. They're going to try to shoehorn so much junk into this to make the fans happy that it's not going to be very good. Like Daisy Ridley, I think her name is, the Rey. She's like, oh yeah, this is going to be a satisfying conclusion. Yeah, well, you said that it was a wonderful film the last time around. Mark Hamill came out and he said it was great. And then he comes out afterwards and he's like, yeah, that's not my Luke Skywalker. You know, that's not... He came out and said that as he was playing him, he didn't consider it Luke's story, and so he made up a different Luke to play in that story. Because that's not how he feels the character would end up. So he played a different Luke.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, when's it coming out?
I don't know the exact date, but it's usually mid-December.
Oh, dude. Are you going to see it though in theaters?
Yeah, I probably.
Yeah.
Because I'm a glutton for punishment.
I want to see it. I want to see it in all its glory fail and be stupid. I want to sit there with my friend and just be like, this is stupid. You know?
Yeah.
I think what's his face? Kylo Ren is going to be a good guy. I think he's going to change the Force. You think so?
I don't know, but I hope Rey turns bad.
Really?
Yeah. If Rey turns bad, I would accept it as a great film.
And Kylo Ren turns good?
No, I could care less about Kylo Ren. I hope he would be bad, but he would die. Like, I would hope that Rey would kill him and become a dark side user.
So how would it be?
Full Sith.
How would the movie? Who would take up the mantle?
I don't care. I would just love it if Rey became a Sith. You know, that'd be great.
Yeah, she's not.
Probably not, but I wish she would. That'd be freaking amazing.
So who would take up the mantle
I don't care. I'd love it if, like, she became a Sith and maybe Luke goes like, nah, I'm back. Whoom. Just knocked her down.
Get back my crown.
Yeah. You suck, lady. Boom. Force magic.
I don't know. I think Kylo Ren turns good though. I think a big character dies too. Because
Well, Leia has to die.
well, yeah. It's depressing, but yeah. In the trailer, that's why I think the trailer gave off too much information. Because one of the guys, like, what was the dude's name that? Let's see, so much I know about the new Star Wars. It all sucks. So I didn't care about any of the characters. One of them had like this like really shocking, disappointing expression on their face, and it just had that look of like someone just died. So hopefully it's right. You really want her to die, though, don't you?
I want all of it to die. I like this one guy's idea of it'd be Luke just waking up from a dream and be like, whoa, crap, man, like, good thing that never happened, like, the whole thing was just a dream.
Or it's Anakin Skywalker waking up as a kid.
Yeah, it's like,
woo!
Man, that's a weird force dream.
I gotta lay off the shrooms.
Yep.
Yoda, take your stuff back.
It's Baby Yoda.
Oh man, I'm like really, I really want to see it now. Just to see how bad it is. Just to see in what direction this is gonna end.
You heard that they're going to take a break after this?
Making Star Wars?
Yeah, like for movies.
Oh, Disney?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, they got to get rid of the leadership in
Disney?
Not Disney, just in the Lucas part of it. Because when you got like Kevin Feige over at Marvel, and they're just knocking things out of the park, I think they're turning and they're going to go down a path that's not going to be very good.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, like, because the girls are petitioning for an all-woman Avengers movie. It's like, I don't, like, I'm interested in the new Black Widow movie.
Oh, they're making one?
Yeah. They just dropped a teaser trailer.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be pretty awesome.
And I'm interested in that character because I've seen her develop over the years. You know, I'm not interested in an all-female cast because how many of them are actually well-developed characters? With the original ones, you got Iron Man, 2 Iron Mans, I think. You got Captain America, you got a Thor movie. You know, you got these movies to get you ready, and within those movies, you learned about, like, Black Widow in Iron Man 2. You learned about her, right? In, what's it called? In Thor, you learned about Hawkeye. You know, he was there. And so you got to know them a little bit, and so when it came to Avengers, you're like, okay, I'm invested in these characters, but these other characters, I don't know, I don't feel like I'm invested. Like, yeah, I like the Scarlet Witch, but I'm not invested in her.
No.
You know? I mean, who else are you gonna have?
She's one of those characters that, yeah, they die. It's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
well, I guess that's it for tonight.
yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening, because you guys can't really see us, so thank you for listening.
You don't know what I'm doing.
But hopefully you guys enjoy the podcast, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.
Bye.